Okay, we're interviewing Ritti tomorrow, so...
She's my roommate. I love her. She always came and visited me.
Okay, so wait, let's stop for a minute.
So just start from the beginning, like how you met Ritti.
Okay. 2000, I met her. Her name is Ritti.
Catherine and I went on a trip with Musalaha ladies, and we were roommates.
And we are enemies. You know, they are Jews and we are Palestinian.
But we enjoyed for the time that situation.
After 16 years, when I got sick, they found it's very serious things. It's sarcoma cancer.
I understood that she was sick, and I understood that she was in Israel.
My family can't come to the hospital because there's no permission for them to come.
And the thought that she was sitting at the hospital all by herself broke my heart. So I began to visit her again.
And she brings very delicious alga with her and start to cry in the hospital, pray with me. We became friends.
We really enjoy each other. There's a real love between the two of us.
In my mind, I never imagined this will happen. Palestinian and Jew, but it happens, you know, through this, through love, yeah, through Musalaha.
Musalaha is a faith-based organization to promote reconciliation, first among the Israeli and Palestinian that have common faith in Jesus, but also to the larger community between Christians, Muslims, and Jews.
Our mission is to bring the ethics, the principles of the kingdom of God into the context of our conflict.
Tonight, there is outrage. The human toll is steadily rising.
The conflict is one, if not the most current, common issue in the world press.
The UN Security Council today called for an end to the fighting.
There's so much hate everywhere.
To destroy the Hamas.
War can happen any minute.
Hamas militants have fired nearly 700 rockets.
Israeli tanks are awaiting orders to invade.
It's a mess.
Every few years we are getting into wars, and it never ends.
Musalaha is an organization that believes in people. We need to love people for who they are, and we believe that people can change.
You have to build the relationships and trust. It needs commitment, it needs time.
We identify 6 stages of reconciliation.
It doesn't start from stage 1 to stage 6. Stages actually rotate.
So when first time fail, doesn't mean it's the end. You have to try it again.
We have groups that meet, we have trainings that we do outreaches together.
The desert is one of the biggest programs that we have. The desert is a place where people are listening to each other. They learn to trust each other.
To really speak honestly and start to open our hearts to each other.
My job at Musalaha is to organize the women's activities.
I was happy to see how quickly we became friendly with each other, laughing together, dancing together, singing together.
I like Musalaha group because I think it is very important.
These women, they live in East Jerusalem and they never met Israelis. They never met us. All they met is the soldiers in the checkpoints, and for us, soldiers at the checkpoints are our children. It's a completely different world.
Once a year, we do an annual trip. We want to enable kids to have this memory where they just remember themselves playing with Israeli kids or Palestinian kids.
It's very important that the kids will not have stereotypes when they're older, because when you're older, it's a lot harder to change your mind. And when you're younger, it's easier to see the other side.
Before the camps, I didn't know anything about Palestinians, and the camps made me more compassionate towards Palestinian in my military service.
My daughter came out changed. We're actually building a new generation to believe in peace.
So you can imagine that there's quite a few obstacles.
The challenges come because many people, especially the Palestinians, when you talk about reconciliation, you think you're normalizing, or you think you're giving your rights for so many things that happen to the Palestinians for the sake of reconciliation.
On the other side, Israeli perceive us as a threat. Jews want security, and there is more than anything else, fear.
I think we've been given an amazing opportunity to really walk out our faith in a unique way. And that's something that gives me hope.
You must keep on dreaming, because otherwise what? So we'll now stay and start counting the time till the next war? Like gambling, it will be this summer, no, next summer? What's better? To count the time to the next war or to dream?
The stakes are very, very high. Human life is at stake. I'm going to live in hope. I'm going to live in love. That evil won't win, but that love will.
We can live together. We can love each other. We can make peace together.
In the end of the day, Jews and Palestinians are going to live with each other. The question, how we're going to live with each other, in which way, and how long and how many people are going to die and pay the price until we learn that lesson.